Golden Glue said they wouldn't do in the interview right before the game with Nuke Duck, but Kobe says that could have actually just been a mind game because 100 Thieves really do have their back against the wall. Only one match win so far in this entire summer split.
Yeah, the problem for them is that Sejuani and Vi both banned, so it makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
You could still go with the Maokai, but then you're in a problem where, you know, then you just have River on this tank champion, and River, to me, is really the star player of 100 Thieves. Quid, of course, was very, very good in spring, but hasn't been quite as much up to that level. So I think there's just a lot of weight on River's shoulders. They're going to go with the Zeri for Meech for bottom lane, though. Let me tell you, we had Inspired on last weekend on the show, and he was very critical of the 100 Thieves bottom lane. It's very clear that he thinks this is a weak point for the team, and most people watching the games also definitely agree with that.
I think so as well. And then when you get Massu on the first pick Kalista, even if it's not a champion we see first pick that often, it's something Massu has found a bunch of success with on stage in both the spring split and the spring split playoffs. We also have an answer to our question with the brand being locked in. They're just sticking with the strong AP junglers with the brand.
And remember, of course, Zeri can easily play top lane in the current meta, can easily play mid lane in the current meta. In fact, excels in the mid lane in the current meta, so not necessarily a Meech champion there. They still could go with more utility bot lane picks if they did want to recognize that as a weaker area of the map for 100 Thieves in their draft. And perhaps go with their old like Senna plus Sion or Ornn or Kench or something like that down there.
Yeah, I would say it would be surprising to see Zeri in the top lane, especially for Sniper, since he did say to us, hey guys, if you see me on a range top laner, it is doomed. I should never touch range top laners for a while. More than likely, he'll stick with the Bruiser archetype or a tank archetype for his team.
Jhin!
And Jhin! Now, we don't know who's going where. It could be Zeri mid, it could be Jhin bot, but if Quid locks in the Jhin mid after seeing Insanity's performance on it yesterday, I would not be surprised.
I'm willing to place my bet now. My bet is on Zeri mid. I'm all in, okay? I do not think this Jhin is going to be a repeat of Insanity mid Jhin. I think that Zeri mid is quite good right now.
I think so as well, and also...
Are you going to go with the same bet then?
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Okay, Rafa?
I kind of want to see Jhin mid from Quid.
Okay,
that would be
so you're banking
the Jhin
on it.
Quid, or the Quid Jhin.
But would you rather see Meech Jhin or Meech Zeri?
I think Meech Zeri,
to be honest. I think Meech on Jhin.
I think Meech Jhin. Because, listen, it's all about that conversation of what 100 Thieves was doing right that they haven't been able to replicate in summer. And a lot of that was leaving bot lane the hell alone and then letting them provide utility later in the game. And that's what any type of Jhin lane can give you, because they can do Jhin and some type of CC support, and they'll have all the CC and utility they want from the bottom lane, and then their solo lanes can focus on carrying and doing damage, and the team comp will still make sense. Wow. That's my thoughts.
That makes sense. I still am hoping for another Jhin mid performance, but we've gone through the second round of bans, a couple of support bans targeted towards FlyQuest, whereas the Leona and Camille was answered to 100 Thieves. Nautilus is the pickup, though, for Eyla, so that gives some guaranteed lockdown and engage. That's going to pair nicely with something like the Curtain Call from the Jhin, who can start off and initiate a fight, and you can lock down a target. Now, FlyQuest, they have some options. Needed to pick up a support champion. Busio running it back with the Bard. What is going to be the top lane answer? Bwipo. This would be a blind pick.
Do it. Do it. Everyone would be ranged. That would be sick. The balanced team would be hearing a lot from from the audience.
Sick, they'd lose to 100 Thieves.
Yeah. Super sick. Ksante, though, of course, the lock-in up here for the top side. The Generalist. Let's see. No way it's going to be a Teemo lock-in. This is not our show match.
Yeah, Renekton already banned away. Sniper doesn't have a huge plethora of champions that he likes or needs to play in the top lane. The Ksante takeaway is good, but matching it with Jax is right in his comfort zone.
For the side of FlyQuest, I know that Bwipo tweeted earlier today before the match. He said that, hey guys, I'm going to check in for a paternity test. We'll check in with the results after this series. And, I mean, Bwipo has been pretty clear about how much he wants to ensure that Sniper does not have a successful year, not just for the sake of, you know, maintaining his dominance as a top laner, but also for Rookie of the Year prospects as well, trying to make sure that Massu has the best chance to win it.
Absolutely. Massu has been rock solid so far in the summer split. I do think FlyQuest does have a pretty fragile team comp outside of the Ksante, so it's really important, actually, that Bwipo has enough gold in this game to be able to play frontline. Otherwise, 100 Thieves is going to be, I think, very effective with anyone Jhin or Nautilus CCs dying. So,
towards Brand early.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for game one between FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. And right at the beginning, before things get too crazy, we have a fun game for both of you. It's going to be Quid or Quad with Kobe and Jatt. So a little bit of old school flavor from this or that. I'm going to start asking you questions throughout our first game. If we can get our first question up and rolling.
more of a quiz?
Has 3 wins against Faker, Quid or Quad?
Oh, no.
Quad?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Quad.
Correct!
Easy!
All
Nailed
right,
it.
nice job.
Jatt also just copied my answer, though. Do I get full credit? He gets like half.
I mean, how did you guys do it on this or that? Did you like actually contest each other?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But if we both said the
youngin'?
same thing, we both get full credit. Nice. All right, nailed that one. Back to my point, though, as far as the mid jungle, because that is really pivotal. It's the part of 100 Thieves that you want to be able to rely on and to find success with. But if you're looking at the actual champions, Quad has Lucian, and he's going to have a roaming Bard from bottom lane to come help him out as well, get that mid prio, and then help out Inspired's Nidalee to go for invades. So really going to be tracking that matchup. Of course, if the bottom lane finds priority themselves, and then they don't allow the Bard to really get out of bottom lane as much and affect mid lane, then that could be a huge benefit that Meech and Eyla could actually pay to the rest of the team, though I think that will be quite difficult.
And I always like seeing what Bard does level 1, because if you want to help your mid laner, you'll start with the heals and just leave them in the mid lane for the mid laner to pick up later. Busio started Q and is prioritizing the bot lane. So 1, that means he probably wants it for himself, but 2, it means he's confident the Quad's going to be able to get push early regardless, and that's actually what we're seeing play out. So, as you mentioned, Kobe, they have the mid prio early. They're also pretty strong in the bot lane with the Kalista Bard.
And I'm curious if Inspire's going to take an aggressive route after clearing these wolves. He does have the option of just full clearing his bot side, but because his mid has push and bot has push, he can try to get into river space on the blue side. Yeah,
I'd definitely be a little bit worried about a Nautilus Jhin collapse because there's so much CC there. And, you know, both teams have wards on the enemy junglers in the top side, so both of them are really tracking the timers here. So it does look like we'll just go with the full clears, but right after that, the fight over that bottom scuttle is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, Inspired is the CEO of Full Clear, but with the wave shoving back, it looks like Inspired might actually just forego that bot scuttle and run straight up to top, but it is interesting. He knows how fast River's going to be clearing. They saw both of them. It's literally just going to be evaluating the lanes and deciding if he goes for it.
I mean, Zeri's got pushed back currently, and 100 Thieves bottom lane also already at the tower, but Quad's going in.
That's a lot of damage on the Quid. Hang on. Sniper. One more solo kill. The flash already from Bwipo, and he's chugging the health pod. Sniper. Does he take it? The Pathmaker's not enough! Sniper, first blood!
And the paternity test comes back negative! Bwipo is indeed not Sniper's father. He gets the solo bolo. The Twitter trash talk before game turns around quickly. Oh, man, I love watching Sniper.
Another solo kill. He did the same thing early on against Thanatos when he played him. Here against Bwipo, really stepping up. Let's watch how he does this. I mean, he just has a big wave stack. Bwipo tries to contest it. Sniper lands the stun and weaves in that 1 extra auto. And then once the flash happens, Sniper knows that he's going to be able to take him down. Waits out the Q from the Ksante, autos and flashes out. Nicely done.
Sniper. So those Rookie of the Year stocks going up a little bit here. And Golden Glue's popping off for him as well. I like the look over the shoulder towards GM there, towards Jungle Juice for the check-in. Hey, look, we're doing good. We got the first blood. Slight little lead there for 100 Thieves, though. Quite nice. We'll see what Sniper can do with it. Obviously, the early Sheen is a massive, massive buy for Jax always. Looking for those burst trades, get your Grasp proc charged up, and then go with your Sheen attack.
And the wave is pretty bad for Bwipo as well. I can't tell if he managed to actually get it to crash or if Sniper pulled off a freeze, but if it is frozen on the tower, Bwipo has no teleport, he has no flash. He's going to need Inspire to help break it.
It looks like he managed to shove it in.
Okay.
right there. So it's going to just be going back to mostly neutral.
False alarm.
Yeah, I'll say Quad is doing very well in this mid lane, though, already. A full wave up on Quid, on the Lucian, both opting for call, and Inspire's just full clearing away. So we'll see if Sniper can make more use of that early solo kill onto Bwipo, but otherwise the game seems to be in a pretty stable state.
All right, let's see. Dragon up for the first resets for supports, too. So Nautilus is going to come follow River, and he immediately starts it here. Brand does melt it with the passive, but all of FlyQuest would easily be able to come check. So Busio goes scouting through, and they immediately get right back off of it.
Doesn't seem like FlyQuest will get a chance to really start up the Dragon themselves either, but as long as they deny 100 Thieves from starting it, Grubs is starting in the next 10 seconds, and Inspired is already clearing back towards the top side for it.
Quad as well, really getting the upper hand here. We mentioned the Lucian side of the matchup, pretty beneficial for him, but he's got the early level 6, and he's had constant aggressive trades into Quid, really getting some mid priority to allow Inspired to traverse the jungle here. That small window just allowed Inspired to take out the control ward, clear away a lot of the vision from 100 Thieves, and that is one of the most important things when you've got a Bard on your team who wants to be roaming around.
Ooh, Eyla's in trouble, flashing away, the Ignite ticking down, one more proc, and it's Busio!
A huge kill there from Massu and Busio. It's the rookies actually popping off in this game early, but we're going to have a grub fight because Sniper's down here and Quad's fighting Quid mid.
Yeah, Quid popped the ulti to get mid prio, but Busio's already here with a magical journey. Culling comes out from Quad, looking to finish off Quid. He's going to push him off for now. No solo kill for the mid laner, but it's enough to gain priority. Rivers push towards the top side. He's going to call on Sniper to help him out, but it's already 2 grubs going over to the side of FlyQuest, and they're going to get all 3.
I mean, they just can't get in because Busio got the kill and then immediately moved up, so they just had the numbers advantage. It basically invalidated whatever push Sniper would have had in the top lane against Bwipo, and Inspired is just cleanly, efficiently right back to his jungle as it's respawning.
Yeah, it looks like he won a smite fight too off screen while we were watching that action, because River did invest one of his smite charges too, but no grubs for the side of 100 Thieves. So nicely done there from FlyQuest. Despite the first blood going the side of 100 Thieves earlier on, they're unable to do anything off it, even on the top side of the map, and they get the objectives. Plus, big Busio here with the Ignite on Eyla. Massu goes in, even though Eyla tries to flash away, Massu still is able to hit the Q afterwards, and that's enough damage to get him low enough for the Ignite tick to finish it off. As you mentioned, Jatt, then he immediately goes mid with the magical journey. Here's a look at the smite fight that we had, and nice combo there from Inspired. He was able to win the smite fight, so they got the kill, they got the smite. Meanwhile, Bwipo up here hasn't dropped anything further after the earlier incident.
Yeah, things are looking pretty good for FlyQuest. The early power there of the Kalista Bard really just catching Eyla off guard, I'd have to say. We have something on screen there?
What's going on?
Yeah, there's a little speck you left there. There's a
speck.
little dusty speck. I got a note from producers. They're like, there's someone in chat, and they spotted a little dot that was left behind.
You guys couldn't see it, but Kobe reached across Jatt's desk.
Yeah, anyway, now that we have this tool, Dragon is spawning. Make sure to clear that one as well.
Nice.
FlyQuest is in a pretty good spot, and I think a lot of it has to do with this bot lane being able to move around. Like, Bard Kalista isn't necessarily a combo you'd see much of. The Renata Kalista was banned away, but the fact that they have the utility of Bard while still being able to get moves off of their bottom lane is pretty strong. Could very well see a big fight here at Dragon. And the mid prio has been unrelenting here. Quad really dominating this Lucian Zeri matchup against Quid.
Yeah, he's up CS almost 30 as well, so Quid has been struggling, having a hard time. He hasn't gone down in the lane in terms of depth, but not being able to get prio for the mid lane has made it really difficult for River to try and move to the river as well to contest for Dragon. As Busio Massu push Meech and Eyla off, this Dragon should be going over to FlyQuest.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it from FlyQuest. They have the confidence. They go with the Lucian pick. They constantly are able to have these aggressive trades. And we also, at the beginning of the day, we did have that interview where we listened in with JoJo, and he was ranking, you know, his top 3 mid laners, and he had Quad in there instead of Quid, and Raz even did a double take. He was like, huh? What? You mean, you don't mean Quid? And Quad really has impressed as far as the other mid laners in the league as well. So really big props to him, not only with the games on stage that we have seen incorporating into the rest of the team, but also the respect during scrims and stuff that he's gotten.
Oh, another fight top lane, though. Bwipo and Sniper going at it.
Sniper. He's going to chase. Hasn't popped the ultimate yet. Another leap strike. There's Grandmaster's Might. One more flash, but Bwipo times it this time. Does not fall. Busio under the tower. Quid is popping both summoner spells, but Quad goes in with pulling. Flashes away before the last turret shot can get in there. Pyroclasm from River, but it doesn't reach Quad for the third proc. Inspired now on the chase and the aggression, but Quid! I don't know how that happened. Maybe it died to a minion auto attack or something, but at least 100 Thieves get one back.
The kill went to Quid after he'd been dead for 10 seconds.
Yeah, Busio got a little lost there by the tower in mid lane. But in the end, it was still another power play from FlyQuest, despite the funny ending.
Yeah, very close solo kill avoidance by Bwipo in the top lane, but we're going to watch this kill one more time, barely tagging him with that Bard ultimate, but then still needing pretty clean execution to finish this off. Quad ends up going deep, knows he has the flash to get out, and then good spacing by Inspired there to not let the brand all bounce to his team. But Bwipo, what are you doing? He gets hit by a turret.
It's Busio. It's Busio. Yeah. He walks into tower range.
Oh, I'm done. I just ran into tower.
Honestly, we've all been there before.
Oh, they want to get 6 grubs as well. They got 4.
4 is good enough, you know. Got that first smite, and then they don't feel like risking too much more. Look at how they have got Quad on the bottom side of the map, so he's going to split push. I like this. I think bottom turret plates for Lucian are way, way bigger than just getting from 4 grubs up to 6, which only gives you 1 more might. And you don't give really that much to 100 Thieves at all, because this tiny dot damage on towers is fairly meaningless for this composition, 400 Thieves, unless Sniper is going to be able to take off. Regardless, it's going to be a lot more money that they invest here into the Lucian. And I have to say, Quad definitely deserves it with how he has been playing.
2.5 plates just from those 2 grubs alone, if you consider the fact that Eyla and Meech roamed up in order to contest those. So worth it for FlyQuest. And Quad, I want to talk a little bit more about him because he's really been scaling throughout the split as Sniper is again posturing. So I'm going to stand down for a second.
This is like my favorite story for 100 Thieves. And this is like the positive story here is the Sniper versus Bwipo matchup.
Yeah.
For sure. From their perspective, that is what you want to talk about. Full Trinity Force versus a Sheen here. Not even a finished Iceborne Gauntlet. And let me remind you that Trinity Force is more expensive than the Iceborne Gauntlet pretty significantly here. So Sniper, let's see if he can get any more chunks.
Inspired finally making his way up to the top lane. At the very least, he'll be able to heal Bwipo a bit and allow him to shove in to get a clean reset, since he's really down items right now and can't hold this wave 1v1.
River's also in the area too. He knows that Bwipo's trying to get this shove in before he can base. He's gonna wait. The Q3 for the knockup brings him into Inspired, but River's here. But can he get in range? Sniper now blocking damage with that counter-strike. The Pyroclasm is unleashed, but he still goes down anyway, and Quad is teleported to the top side as well. Busio looking for the 4-man dive. Now just gonna be 3 since Bwipo's already backing, and they don't even need him because Quad finishes him off.
FlyQuest was on top of that one. They knew exactly what needed to be done. They knew River was going to be there to stop the push in, and they just brought more guns. The immediate TP from Quad is the big thing there. I just noticed, actually, he was winning this lane that hard without the combat summoner. Quid's the barrier Zeri. Quad is the TP Lucian, so he's really having a great game here.
Certainly is, and all of FlyQuest able to defend Bwipo this time around. As you mentioned, they brought more to the fight. 100 Thieves, they had the jungler hovering, but you get the extra teleport, you get the roam from your support as well. Everybody on FlyQuest here kind of joining up to defend the top lane honor.
Yeah, and that cannon minion was Sniper's best friend as well. It blocked the original spear. Otherwise, that would have been an even cleaner one-shot. It ends up being exactly the same result, though, with the 2-0.
Yeah, the small things there. I mean, Quad with a little juke there on the Q coming out from Brand.
Yeah.
Doesn't take too much damage from the tower. Definitely have been impressed here. So FlyQuest looking even better than ever.
Yeah, and think of what Quad went through in the offseason with all the Jensen drama, which was valid drama. It was not a good thing for FlyQuest or a good look. And then his first game against APA just solo killed, looks lost. but I feel like you can attribute that to just the pressure of the environment and the situation that he was thrown into. He's really seeming to find his groove here in the last few weeks of LCS, and especially this game so far.
Yeah, as Nukeduck as well, the coach had some very kind words for him, talking about him really now melding with the rest of the team and admitting that this team plays a little bit differently than he's kind of expecting, and he gets less hover time, less resources attributed to like defending him and really playing for him. So very, very nice to see. Busio as well, despite the tower shot that he walked into, has been impressive with his roams
otherwise,
and impressive with their ability to win bottom lane, as well as then getting out of bottom lane and just blow this game wide open. With Herald mid, that should take the tower.
It looked like he had channeled it, but I'm not sure if he
oopsies
into it. Oh,
yeah, if you immediately, never mind here, Sniper.
Sniper is in trouble. Rift Herald does not make the crash. Curtain Call opened up, but canceled by the Tempered Fate. And Inspired now laying down the damage, taking out 2 members from 100 Thieves right from the get-go. Bwipo is teleported in just to assist, but looks like FlyQuest are just fine.
Double kill there for Inspired, even if the Herald fail gave 100 Thieves a false sense of confidence. The turret will live, but the gold lead extends for FlyQuest here. 5,000 now, only 16 minutes into it.
Yeah, this is a pretty dominating performance right now from FlyQuest, which I think it's the perfect time to load up our second question, y'all. Quid or Quad?
Okay.
Here we go. Has played 40 unique champions in their pro career.
Quid.
I'm going to say Quid.
He's played like 10 billion champs just in LCS.
Yeah.
100%.
I wasn't going to even try to gaslight y'all. I was like, yeah,
that's too easy.
It's a pretty convincing argument there.
I mean, just Spring. In Waiting Room, we showed the different champions pools. My favorite part about 100 Thieves then was their versatile champion select. Busio has found River, but the stun doesn't last long enough, and River's able to juke as well on the way out. But that was my favorite part of 100 Thieves back in spring when they were winning so much. They were picking all these unique champions and performing on them. This time around, though, the story has just kind of changed to that one solo kill from Sniper, and you're kind of just holding on to that still in this game.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got it, man. Good job, Sniper.
Yeah. I almost thought it was going to be a continuation of that spring journey when we saw their first match in the summer split. He busted out the Ezreal mid, and it seems like, oh yeah, no one else was playing this, but we haven't really seen that creativity from the 100 Thieves members at all this split. They are trying something different, at least with the Jhin bot lane, as Meech is trying to hold his own under this tower. But a dredge line from Eyla hits Inspired, no real damage follow-up. The FlyQuest squad is just relentless with this pressure, putting a stranglehold on 100 Thieves.
Yeah, this is really hard for 100 Thieves to deal with. I think the underrated part of FlyQuest this past several weeks has been their overall map play. They're really good at pressuring side lanes. I'd say some of that has to do with Quad just being more comfortable, but when Massu and Busio are more organically winning their lanes as well, they just have more points of pressure to play around. And since they're not relying on Inspired for their early games, he also accrues this experience advantage, which he can then use later in the game to really bully their opponents. So unless they make a big mistake here, they're just really clean with their wave management and how they're moving into the jungle.
Yeah, if we go connect the dots from the beginning of the game, it was basically the entire early game by himself. Quad had mid priority over Quid, constant aggressive trades, and then the bottom lane with the Kalista Bard getting their 2v2 kill, and then immediately roaming up to the rest of the lanes. First gank mid, then they had the 4-person gank up towards topside, where they kind of salvaged their one like losing area of the map. And now they're looking to take over the entirety of 100 Thieves territory, moving into the jungle. Mid tower is now down. That's the last of the outers. 100 Thieves just trying to scrape anything away out of their jungle before FlyQuest get there.
And the Tempered Fade right on top of River. He has no flash. Bwipo's getting ready to Pathmaker him into a wall, but doesn't quite hit it. All out. He's in the middle of 3 people, and I don't think FlyQuest can really bail him out, so Meech gets a gift wrap present there. 100 Thieves now going to open up the curtain call, looking for Busio. Doesn't have the Tempered Fate to save him, but Fate's call from Massu will save his support.
Well, keeping the game interesting. Caster curse there about how perfect and clean they are, and then they overcommit inside the jungle. Bwipo was about an auto away from finishing off River there. Quad was not there for what it's worth. He was shoving out that bot lane turret at the tail end of that play. Still a 5,000 gold lead, but a small win there for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I think FlyQuest will be able to brush this Bwipo death off like they brushed off the last one.
Yeah.
They're like, ah, it's fine. You know, just a little bit of gold there as we were getting really deep into the enemy jungle. And their steps kind of remain the same as well, as we're looking at 25 seconds on the next dragon. So you'll get a full reset from them. Quad does, the cooldown on the teleport is up, so he also has teleport ready, so you can just split push on the top side, and then if they decide to join the fight, they can go to try and trap 100 Thieves. But I don't think 100 Thieves will be so risky as to go over for a second dragon. That thing is not going to give you much power at all, and it does pose a lot of risk.
Yeah, the objective bounty would be a nice reward, but there's just no way they can get in there with the way FlyQuest is already positioned in mid lane. So I think the best thing 100 Thieves could hope for is when they are pretty sure FlyQuest is on Drake, just grab some Baron vision. I think a fight is a little over-ambitious.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, they could try and get an objective bounty off of top tower, but I don't think they're going to be able to get that either because, like we said, Quad's got teleport, so they keep him up there.
Nice magical journey from Busio despite the dredge line connecting. Meech taking a lot of damage from Massu and inspired on the back half of it. 100 Thieves going to be forced to walk away. And with the third dragon live for the taking, this should be FlyQuest.
I mean, you can understand why 100 Thieves actually went for that because it was a temporary 4v3. Lucian was top. Ksante was bot lane. One thing that FlyQuest, when I was talking with Inspired, has been working on doing is actually being more aggressive when they are undermanned. It's something that Team Liquid has been doing better than all the other teams. So in this situation, like, FlyQuest won that 3v4. And that really slingshots the map open for you when you're not just conceding because you have the numbers disadvantage, but really analyzing before the fight and being on the same page about how strong you really are allows you to accelerate games like this.
All right, at least for 100 Thieves' sake, they do have 2 items on both their AD carries here. They're still behind, but maybe if they can get some numbers, you know, some numbers somewhere and one of those classic surprise plays, and they can try and work their way back into it.
I mean, if River can find a Pyroclasm onto the double marksman, Leandri's Torment will still deal a decent amount of damage. Busio not in trouble, pops the Locket Shield. Make sure that he is still healthy. Tempered Fade looking for Quid, but he skates over the wall. Eyla with re-engage, finds it, and here comes the curtain call, but Eyla is popped, but it's a trade on Inspired. Pyroclasm doing a lot of work on the front line. Busio's in trouble, and he's trying to kite away. Also trying to help Massu as Sniper is giving him the beatdown with that lamppost, and he finds it with the shutdown onto the AD carry. Busio still running away. Quad has joined the fight now, but it doesn't mean anything when that lamppost is doing the counter-strike. And the rest of 100 Thieves find a window to take this tier 1 turret.
That's huge. Objective bounty picked up here for 100 Thieves. Any kills, they will definitely take those. An opportunity to also combo it into an objective. The re-hook where you're talking about, this one they just get the chunk, but it's the one after they dodge this Tempered Fate, and then Eyla decides, you know what, I'm willing to do a one-way trip. I'm Nautilus. It's fine to sacrifice here, and he finds the hook right onto Inspired, and Inspired gets annihilated. Off of that, they are able to get so much extra damage. Meech found a 4th shot into the back line of Busio to keep him low, and Sniper got there first. Sniper getting the shutdown is huge. The Jack split push is a possible way back into the game. Sniper has kind of been the guiding light, the bright spot here for 100 Thieves. Maybe it gets there again. He's now 2 items. Sundered Sky finished on top of his Trinity Force, so hopefully for them, they could split push and get some more objective bounties to really claw their way back in.
And we saw Quid on the player cams there. What we did not see was Quad in the fight or in the player cams. And I think that's why 100 Thieves was able to win that fight, because there was some indecision at the very start there with Quad pushing out the top wave. For as much as we praised him for his growth, they were not on the same page about that fight there, and Quad was absolutely not there. The strongest member on FlyQuest wasn't in that fight, so if 100 Thieves can find those opportunistic, ambitious moments, that's their way back in the game.
And again, I credit Sniper for that, because Sniper was the one up there split pushing against him, and he walked his way down, got there first. So let's keep an eye on the young top laner. Jack's there trying to farm up as well. Bwipo still, though, with the success of the team, has actually retaken gold leads. So everybody on FlyQuest with at least these slight advantages. Some of them with some very major advantages, mid-jungle, of course.
Trying to lurk on the right side, but he's caught between Meech and Another 100 Thieves member. The all-out onto Meech, though, trying to bring him in. Tempered Fade right onto 3. Can they set it up? But Sniper is warding the rest of FlyQuest away from the play. And Massu's in trouble as he gets beat down by Sniper again.
It's a Baron angle. It's a Baron angle here. 100 Thieves. They've got 2 kills. They can run straight for it. Possible slingshot into this game. Take a look. Bard, no ultimate. It's
Culling! Quad almost gets Meech. Flashes away. Wait!
Damage! No! Who hit Baron? Who hit
Someone
Baron?
aggroed the Baron, and the last tentacle hit him in the face, but now Quad will go down, shut down by Sniper. He is doing everything to save this game.
It still might be a Baron angle. They're going to reset because they are winning a few fights. That save there by Quad. Kobe, I thought for sure that was a 5v3 Baron. Who hit Baron?
All right, observers, we got to investigate. Observers, investigate the Baron, the mystery of the Baron attack.
We have to, okay, the original play, Bwipo saw the angle because he and Massu were there and they thought they could one-shot him, but 100 Thieves just had everybody behind the wall there, and even with the Bard ult stopping so many of them, Sniper is able to go and finish the kill, and then, this is one of the reasons I love the Jhin pick and all the squishy members, they can chase it down, but now, we're gonna find out who hit Baron.
Who's the culprit?
Any bets? River? I think it was River. Had probably started the Baron.
Oh, wait, I think it was Quid. I think I saw a burst fire. Roll the tape back.
So hard to see.
Roll the tape back.
It was kind of sped up.
Yeah. Someone in chat will tell us. I think someone in chat will slow it down and tell us who hit Baron.
Oh well. Dragon is spawning in the next 30 seconds. It doesn't seem like 100 Thieves are in position to challenge for it. FlyQuest still have control despite some of the swings back. But, I have a quote, as this is what Bwipo regarded earlier. What are you doing, Jatt?
I mean, based on the play today, never know.
Wait.
Double agent.
Wait. It was Quid's Runons off the ward because he autoed the ward.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the burst fire and the... Wow. That is insane.
Yeah, he didn't. It's rough because, yeah, he didn't actually auto the Baron, but he did Runons off of, I think.
And we got a game. It's 2,000 gold. The Nidalee hasn't had a good entrance in any of these fights, and the engage from FlyQuest is pretty lacking. So Eyla's going in once again.
Tempered Fade right onto River. Will they look for him afterwards? Bwipo goes in with the Pathmaker, tries to hold them off. Sniper now holding up the Counter-Strike. Flash right into the front line. Massu saves Busio, but Bwipo goes down. 5-man advantage now for 100 Thieves, and FlyQuest, they're struggling to get into the river.
Sniper is just 100 Thieves GOAT. Whatever they are paying this kid, double it. This Jax is the hero for this game. FlyQuest, they lose an objective after this pick. This is definitely worse here. 100 Thieves, they get Dragon number 2. They're fighting their way back in. They don't have vision on Baron, but they do use the Scryers.
I mean, perfect Scryers there, immediately understanding that FlyQuest is going to be a little bit desperate. Jax is showing bot, though, so FlyQuest would want to take a fight. Sniper starts on the turret. They're going to at least try and get the Sniper TP here. They're back on Baron.
Yeah.
Bwipo's dead, but he'll be able to TP in when he respawns.
Just like you called, Jatt, as soon as Sniper comes in with the TP, it's an immediate retreat from FlyQuest. And now they'll have a TP advantage on Bwipo if he wants to create pressure on the cross map.
Oh, we're going to get the replay of the ward hit, I think. This will confirm what we said.
Yeah, Runons! It was Runons!
Oh my goodness. That is insane.
And then Meech walks up to it, he's like, what the?
Who did this?
It was hilarious. Okay, remember for that play also, like Quad had invested his flash too, so it actually was an investment from FlyQuest to get that chunk and eventually get the kill. They still have the gold lead, okay? We're getting really hyped for this comeback, but 100 Thieves have a lot of work ahead of them if they actually want to take this game.
I think they're winning now. I think right now 100 Thieves is ahead.
I think Sniper is ahead. So I'm there with you if you're on the Sniper train, because Sniper to me is the way they win this game. He's got 3 items, massive split push, and he has been better at joining the mistakes that FlyQuest have made. I think Bwipo probably has to calm down a little bit. Some of these engages from Bwipo have been a bit too aggressive and allowed 100 Thieves with these counter attacks. And namely, then Sniper shows up and he's able to get a bunch of kills to most of these plays. Even when he was split pushing against Quad, he wasn't even split pushing against Bwipo. He was the one that was there first. So full credit to him and 200 Thieves.
I mean, you see that Nidalee spear on Nautilus? 100 Thieves definitely winning. The Nidalee Spear did
I'm looking at Nautilus's HP right now.
That's after you got hit by a spear.
Yeah, wait a second. It looks the same.
They might just get this Baron.
They're burning it down super fast. It's already below 3k HP. Inspire cannot get in there. Clean take by 100 Thieves. Now here comes the escape route. Temper Fate already looked up one. Eyla with the Death Charge stops Quad in his tracks. Bwipo tries to get in there. He's getting popped. Sniper with the counter strike. Blocks the damage. Bwipo just might make it out alive. Curtain Call tries to find him and he gets it on the second bullet. Sniper advances on the Quad. He tries to dash back. He still's got a flash. Needs to be careful about the counter strike, but doesn't flash it. Sniper lands it and Quad is down. Inspired is locked away. Busio from the Fates Call tries to buy space from Massu, but it ain't gonna work because Massu's on the wrong side of the map. 100 Thieves just ran FlyQuest into the ground.
Oh, Meech is kind of crazy with the Jhin, though, actually. Keep him on Jhin. He's shot one shot down the middle of River. I thought he gave up on trying to snipe Bwipo. And then his next shot at the edge of the ultimate gets him for the last hit there. Huge chase down. 100 Thieves with the Baron, with the return kills too.
4 for 1 and the Baron. You can see they're already pushing the base on the bottom of the screen, and they didn't rush this one. Sniper didn't jump in early. You could tell FlyQuest felt a sense of desperation that if they don't win this fight, they might not have a chance to win this game. Well, and that was the very tail end. Then he keeps them all at bay. Quad tries a flank on the outside, and Sniper, he's just so fed, manages his cooldowns extremely well. Easy jump execute onto Quad at the end of this fight. And then River forcing the stopwatch from Inspired so Sniper can finish yet another kill.
And you're starting to see...
I love Golden Glue's reaction. Is he the most reactive coach that we have? I feel like he is. He's a very invested player when he was a player. I feel like he's definitely the most reactive coach.
But you're starting to see the contrast of emotions on both players' faces. Oh, Meech might be in trouble. Flashing away. Locket shield from Eyla. Keeps Meech alive. He's going to step back.
Bye.
I mean, Inspired goes down. Easy pickup for Quid. Tempered Fate is going to stop 100 Thieves in their tracks, but Quid is still on the aggressive. Here comes Sniper, lurking around for the flank. It's a trade one back on the Quad, and Busio's now low, and here comes Sniper! Bwipo is now caught between 3 and 1, and it's just looking pretty doomed for FlyQuest, as now this Baron buff push from 100 Thieves is going to make it super hard for Bwipo to endure under this second-tier turret.
Meech on the Jhin here. He's just sniping everybody. Sniper himself going to finish the game. Not going to wait for the rest of the team.
What a comeback here by 100 Thieves. They were down 5,000 gold. It was 30K to 25K. And look at that slingshot now, 34 minutes in. Sniper, finish the deal. Get one more.
Sniper's going to add one more to his list, maybe. The deadly flourish from the roof. Bwipo's too tanky. But this Nexus ain't. 100 Thieves will take game 1 against FlyQuest.
Sniper's the GOAT. Our one story, our guiding light for 100 Thieves from the very beginning. He starts it out with first blood, and he ends it at the Nexus, finishing the job versus FlyQuest here.
Rookie of the Year campaign having a strong debate here against FlyQuest for Sniper. Solo killing Bwipo, carrying the game, and also getting a head-to-head victory against Massu. So more importantly, I think for the season of 100 Thieves, getting this first game is huge. If they can close out this series, it's going to do wonders for their playoff chances.
Absolutely. Well, a reminder for everyone at home,